It was a snowy night in Minneapolis, but inside the Target Center, things were heating up fast as the Los Angeles Lakers squared off against the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 3. From the jump, the atmosphere was electric, and both teams came out swinging. Early in the first quarter, Rui Hachimura made his presence known, throwing down a two-handed dunk after a slick bounce pass from LeBron James, who was in full floor general mode. LeBron, as always, set the tone, finding his teammates with precision and attacking the rim with force. At one point, he drove baseline, faked the defense, and delivered a no-look bounce pass to Rui, who finished with authority. The Lakers looked sharp offensively, with James dishing, AD battling in the post, and shooters finding rhythm. Rui hit a much-needed jumper, giving LA a spark, and you could tell it lifted his confidence. Despite the solid start, Minnesota responded with grit and intensity. Jaden McDaniels found space under the rim for an easy score, while Rudy Gobert patrolled the paint, forcing LA to adjust. But then LeBron came right back, muscling through defenders, staying with his shot, and scoring tough buckets. One highlight had him powering past McDaniels with a spin and under-the-rim finish that brought the Lakers bench to its feet. In the second half, the Timberwolves went on a surge. Behind a 13-1 run, they pushed the lead, forcing LA to dig deep. Anthony Edwards was relentless, using his athleticism and touch to score in transition. Dalton Connect added to the damage, hitting a crafty floater off the glass. The Wolves built a commanding lead, up 94-69 at one point, and the crowd went wild. It felt like Transylvania with werewolves everywhere. The Lakers turned to their bench, trying to shift the momentum. Maxwell Lewis came in and delivered a spark, first with an aggressive drive and finish over Rudy Gobert, then climbing the ladder for a huge offensive rebound. Max Christie joined in, and the duo, Max to Max, brought fresh energy. Russell stepped up with a smooth step-back three, and suddenly the Lakers were making a push. Later, Austin Reeves checked in alongside Jared Vanderbilt as LA shuffled lineups looking for that winning combo. Donic subbed out for LeBron, and sideline reporter David Aldridge caught a key moment. Coach J.J. Redick urging his squad, "I know you're tired, but they're tired too. Show me what you've got." The message seemed to resonate. Reeves locked in defensively against Edwards, staying in front and contesting hard. On the other end, Vincent missed a chance to take the lead, but the effort was there. Then came a slick pass to Dillingham, who converted a beautiful reverse layup that had fans out of their seats. It was clear this wasn't over. Despite Minnesota missing a few open looks, Edwards, again, just short on a jumper, the Wolves held their ground with strong rebounding and timely stops. After a whistle, Randle re-entered for the Lakers, while Gobert returned for the Wolves. Vincent missed another chance from the corner, but the possession kept hope alive. With under 4 minutes to go, Dorian Finney-Smith drained a corner three, swinging the momentum again. The Lakers were now within one. It had become a true playoff battle. Grit, hustle, heart. Buckets in the paint, tough fouls, and key rebounds defined the final moments. As the clock ticked down, every possession mattered. Both teams fought for positioning, diving for loose balls, rotating hard on defense. In the end, whether it was LeBron's leadership, Rui's power finishes, or the bench's hustle plays, the Lakers showed signs of life. Even in the cold of Minneapolis, Game 3 delivered the intensity fans hoped for. The Timberwolves held the edge, but the Lakers never quit. One thing is certain, this series is far from over. It was a fourth-quarter showdown in snowy Minneapolis, and the Target Center crowd was on edge as the Timberwolves and Lakers went toe-to-toe in a nail-biter. With both teams fighting for control, Dorian Finney-Smith nailed a three from beyond the arc, putting himself on the board in the clutch. That's his sweet spot, and his contribution couldn't have come at a better time as every bucket now carried weight. Head coach Chris Finch wisely called a timeout, aiming to refocus his Timberwolves squad. Substitutions followed. McDaniels came in for Clark, and Dante Danchens replaced Dillingham. On the Lakers side, Rui Hachimura returned to the court for Finney Smith, while LeBron James subbed back in, along with Donic for Vincent. Coming out of the timeout, the Lakers wasted no time. LeBron passed to Donic, who swung it over to DiVincenzo, setting up Rudy Gobert. With space in the paint, Gobert powered in and drew the foul, classic big man dominance. He hit both free throws, showing poise in the clutch. Gobert has embraced his role: protect the rim, control the glass, and score inside when the defense gives him a look. On the next play, Donic found LeBron, who calmly drained a deep three over McDaniels. The Lakers were within one. It was a vintage shot from LeBron, cold-blooded and confident, finally showing his range after struggling early. But as soon as LA gained momentum, a misstep cost them. An illegal screen was called, and the Timberwolves got the ball back. Unforced errors that can make or break close games. Minnesota took full advantage. Randle picked off a pass, led the break, and fed Anthony Edwards for a thunderous dunk. It was a reminder of why Edwards was drafted first overall: athletic, smart, and relentless. On the next Timberwolves possession, Randle hit a three, extending their lead to 6. Minnesota was letting it fly from deep, and LA had no choice but to keep pace. Donic tried to respond with a spin and pull-up, but couldn't convert. Meanwhile, the Wolves stayed aggressive. Randle fought inside for a second-chance layup, using his strength and finesse to score. He was now heating up with 5 in the quarter. But Donic answered, this time from mid-range, rising over the defense and draining the jumper. He was now up to 20 points, putting the Lakers on his back. But Minnesota wouldn't let go. Edwards drove inside and scored again. He was simply tearing the defense apart, attacking every opening and finishing with power. Back the other way, LeBron sliced into the paint and kicked out to Austin Reeves, who knocked down the open three. The assist marked LeBron's 7th of the game. He continued to orchestrate plays like a maestro. Then DiVincenzo found Gobert for another 3. Yes, the big man stepped out and nailed it. Gobert was everywhere. With just over a minute remaining, Donic isolated, fought his way into the lane, and finished through contact, an incredible move that cut the lead to just 2. But Edwards answered right back. Calm and composed, he buried another jumper. Every time LA surged, Edwards had a response. The Lakers tried to counter. Donic, again matched up with McDaniels, pulled up but missed. McDaniels got the rebound, and Minnesota reset. On the other end, it was Edwards once more. Another drive, another finish. He was unstoppable in the clutch. In the final seconds, the Timberwolves executed flawlessly. Crisp passes, smart shot selection, and fierce defensive rotations sealed the win. Their chemistry was undeniable. They trusted each other and played with unity. The Lakers made a valiant push, but Minnesota's resilience, led by Edwards and Randle, proved too much. This one goes to the Timberwolves, but Game 4 promises more fireworks. The series is alive and anything can happen.